Hello fragrance lovers and welcome back to another snack-sized bite of fragrance content. I own 250 fragrances, but I've just gone and bought another one, which I don't even really need. Why, you might ask? Well, we're going to find out. We're going to unbox it together, sniff it out, and then we're going to answer, is this fragrance the ultimate iconic fragrance, and should you ultimately buy this? Let's take a seat at the scent bar. A year or so ago, I started getting heavily into fragrances, as you can see behind me, and I already own 3 Stronger With Yous: Sandalwood, Parfum, and the OG, the EDT. But my son, my teenage son, has hyped and bigged up Stronger With You Intensely for as long as I can remember. He said, "Dad, it's the best fragrance ever." And I think I backed down, typical father, decided, nope, I'm not adding it to my collection. Probably a bit of a mistake. But here we are. 1 year further on, 1 year more mature, and my fragrance knowledge has evolved. I've bitten the bullet. Here it is. Stronger With You Intensely, all sealed and ready to be unveiled and unboxed. My realization now is that most content creators have this fragrance in their collection. It's actually the starting point for many fragrance collectors and many content creators. This is where it all started. So how could I call myself a content creator if I don't own this? For the last year, I have bigged up Azzaro Most Wanted Parfum. I love this designer fragrance. Will Stronger With You Intensely overtake it? Oh, and I got a little bit carried away yesterday. I also had to buy Forever Wanted Elixir. That might come in the next video. Safe to say I haven't completely switched to the niche fragrances just yet. I still have a place in my heart for the designers. Okay, before we open this baby up, price point. I got this at Boots. They've got a good deal on. I did also get a little bit of a cheeky little staff discount because one of my sons works at Boots. So I got an even better deal and I picked it up for £70 on deal, but it would have cost about £80 British because they're doing 20% off when you spend £70. You can pick it up online as well from discounters for about the same kind of money, about 80 to 100 British pounds. And I've just realised that light is reflecting in there, so sorry about that. Right, let's talk more action. Let's get this baby unboxed. Isn't there just something exciting about opening up a new fragrance? I mean, look, let's be perfectly honest. We know what to expect with Stronger With You. The bottles are typically the same and we don't have anything different here. A polished, smooth glass bottle, the standard edition Armani Stronger With You bottle with, I might add, a fiddly cap. These caps drive me insane because if you don't line the darn thing up, it doesn't click into place. Pop that in the comments. Is that one of those things that you get irritated by, or is it just Mr. Seasons? Get back in. It's an elegant looking bottle. It's nice. The juice has a lovely dark colour to it, an amber tone. And if I compare it to the OG, the EDT, you can see the comparison of the juice colour, much darker, which is to be expected. After all, this is supposed to be intensely. But is it? Let's get this on a test strip. I'm not going to be deep diving into the other fragrances. We're just going to focus on the main event, the main star of the show, Stronger With You Intensely. Have I done the right thing by buying this fragrance? And should you buy this if you're into fragrances? Have you done the right thing if you already own this fragrance? Test strip in hand, here we go. That's another little irritating thing. They never have the atomizer in the right place. You've always got to maneuver it. Little observation, 2 sprays. Never works the first time, does it? That's a powerful atomizer. Pressurized atomizer, I think is the right term for that, Mr. Seasons. Ooh, instant chestnut. Now, from the EDT, get back on, you darn top. From the EDT, that's one of the things that I didn't instantly fall in love with last year, is the chestnut scent DNA, scent note that you get in the Stronger With You line. And I get it instantly there. And it is very dark and unctuous up the Nostradamus. It's got a strong vanilla presence. It seems, straight off the bat, I'll be honest, it seems just like a much more intense version. And I said I wasn't going to compare them, but I'm going to have to the EDT. It's got more depth, more darkness, more chestnut note, more vanilla note, more unctuality. But have I done the right thing, and will I choose this as my scent of the day? And am I a little bit underwhelmed? And then you just get a delicious, sweet, very indulgent, dark, syrupy tonka bean essence. Now, I don't actually know if this has chestnuts in it, but I did pick up chestnuts. It is very comparable to the legend in my collection, Azzaro Most Wanted Parfum. And actually, is that what's got chestnuts in it? Maybe getting confused. I'm going to have to look up the notes, guys, just to confirm this chestnut saga that we've got going on. Now, that is actually very interesting because it's the EDT that has chestnuts in it. But I can guarantee you there's a similar chestnut note in the Intensely. Pop it in the comments. Am I right? Am I waffling? Am I talking nonsense? My Nostradamus is pretty well tuned to a chestnut right now, and I detect chestnut in this baby. Having checked the notes on Fragrantica, and I'll pop them up quickly just now. Yes, I was right. There is a lavender. That's actually in the middle, but there is a floral element at the top with some violet. And then you've got some toffee, some lovely unctuous toffee, some cinnamon, that's where the spicy notes come in. And at the bottom, you have got, obviously, tonka, you've got amber, and you've got the good stuff, the vanilla. The smoothness is generated by that suede note at the bottom, which gives it a type of leathery kick, quite comparable to the latest release, Parfum. If I was to compare it to Azzaro Most Wanted Parfum, I would say this is a louder, more playful fragrance, whereas Azzaro Most Wanted Parfum is a smoother, more refined beast. There's more ginger in Azzaro Most Wanted Parfum, and it's just less loud, less brash, less harsh, and a bit more mature. That being said, this is a great fragrance, and I don't think this is simply aimed at the youthful folk in life. I don't think there's anything wrong with rocking a bit of salt and pepper on the beard and rocking this fragrance. And from what I've read online, there's a lot of middle to upper age guys that wear this. Pop it in the comments. Are you one of them? So, before we move on to the likes and dislikes and whether I will use this as my scent of the day, I'd like you guys to consider liking, commenting, and sharing the video. It helps Mr. Seasons grow his fragrance channel out to you Nostradamus, and it's much appreciated. And look, consider dropping a subscription, it's free. Right, on to the likes and dislikes quickly before we move on to my final decision and my final verdict. What do I like about this fragrance? Well, I like the sweet vanilla, strong vanilla essence. The tonka bean and the amber really stands out. Lovely gourmand vibe about it. What don't I like? Probably the chestnut. I've maybe grown to accept it as I've got into my fragrance journey, and especially with the EDT. But do I love it? I don't know if I do, but it's what makes Stronger With You stand out. I've started to like chestnuts a bit more, so it's a bit of a dislike. It's not a huge dislike. Definitely, as far as the vanilla fragrances go in my collection, this is going to be up there because it's the vanilla note that really stands out. They've blended it with the tonka and amber just stunning, it really is. Until I give this a proper wearing, I can only go by what everyone else says about performance, and I'm trusting it's been around a while now, so people do know that this isn't a beast mode fragrance, but it is long lasting. For the first couple of hours, it's a bit harsh, it's out there, it's quite loud, but then it subsides into a nice skin scent. Great for date nights, romantic evenings, being out and about on a winter's day. Great cold weather fragrance. So here we are, guys. You've stuck around. Is this going to be my scent of the day? Well, before we get to that, am I going to recommend Stronger With You to you guys? Do you know what? Yes. If you don't have this in your collection and you're into fragrances, you've got to pick this up. It's one of those fragrances, it's iconic. It's a must-have in any fragrance collector's collection. And I'm glad to have it in mine. The only issue is I don't really know where I'm going to fit it. I'm going to have to do some restructuring of the scent bar. So am I going to use it as my scent of the day? Well, obviously, yes, I am. And we're going to go through that now. Spray routine, and then I'm going to give you my instant reaction on the skin, because that's really where it counts. Here we go, guys. Pucker up. Ooh, it is a pressurized atomizer. I always hit the pulse points, that's 4, 2 on each side of the neck. Well, I've gone for 4 there. I normally go right on the guthrie, but I've gone for another 2, that's 4. 1 on the back of the neck for the sillage, for the scent trail. So we're up to what, 2, 4, 5, 6 now. And we go for another 2. Oh, I'm going in hard, guys. Oh, missed that one. I've gone for 10. 10 sprays there. 10 sprays of the good stuff, and it's, I can feel it. Has got a little bit of a powdery edge actually, but yeah, it's super, super sweet. Yeah, I do detect a more powdery edge to it on the skin there, but nice, sweet, indulgent, luxurious. Oh yeah, it's a good one, guys. It really is. I'm glad I've got it. I really am, and I hope you enjoyed that little video of me unboxing that fragrance there. And I'm trying to keep up with daily content. Just a quick video. I'm going to try and quickly edit this and bash it out and move on to the next one. Maybe the next one will be opening this up. Oh, I can't wait. I love the Azzaro line. Most wanted, or forever wanted, sorry. Elixir. Join me on the next one. Until then, get on out there and keep on sniffing and get yourselves seasoned. Bye-bye.